going on, everybody? It's Dan and we're back here with another review, and we have none other than Temple Studios Super Saiyan Vegeta. Let's get into it. Alright everybody, so we have Temple Studios Super Saiyan Vegeta, and I love this piece. It definitely has some cons for me, but we're going to get into it. Vegeta now is a character from Dragon Ball Z, and he is the prince of all Saiyans. He's very prideful. He holds himself up high. He always has to be the best of the game, and him and Goku, who is the main protagonist of the Dragon Ball Z series, you know, he always has a little competition with him, and they always try to outdo each other, and that's just kind of what is in the Saiyan blood, to always be the strongest and always strive for more and more powerful things. So Vegeta being one of the main characters in Dragon Ball Z, this is depicted when he becomes a Super Saiyan, I believe. I don't know if it has an exact part of the storyline. I believe it's either from the Android Saga when he first becomes a Super Saiyan, or when he becomes Super Vegeta against second form Cell, third form Cell actually. So I really always wanted a quarter scale Vegeta piece, and you know, you have this Sume Vegeta that I've always wanted, but it's a 1/6 scale piece. I love more of the bigger scale pieces. I have a lot of 6 scale pieces, DBZ stuff, but I've always wanted a quarter scale one. And I saw this, my friend Danny had this, and I was like, okay, so what do you want for it? Let's see what's going on. He offered it up for some trade, so we worked something out, and I've had it for a little bit, and it's really sunk in. I've had time to really appreciate the piece for what it is. But let's get into it real quick. So this is Temple Studio right here, and they made 350 of these. I have number 77, and I'm going to start off with the COA. The COA is metal, and it's hardcore duty, and I really love it. It's the size of a credit card. It's actually a really exceptional job. I love when statues come with COAs like this. It shows a lot of class. At the bottom, as you guys can see, we have a sub base, and I like that it goes from black to blue to black to blue to black. Stripe pattern. I think it's really cool. I think it adds to the piece, and it gives a little bit of contrast with all the explosions happening and to his suit and armor. In the front, you have a nameplate that's in traditional Japanese writing that says, I believe, Dragon Ball Z. And then it also comes with the English nameplate that says Dragon Ball Z. And we're going to get that right now. As you guys can see, you just pop it off, pop it in, it says Dragon Ball, and then Dragon Ball Z. And I think it's really cool. It comes out and it has the Dragon Ball, a clear Dragon Ball in the nameplate in the front, which is really good touch. I absolutely love it. And then you move up to the actual base, which is a rock base. The rock is sculpted well. The paint's pretty good. It could be a little bit better. It could have more details, I believe. Maybe a little bit more shading. It seems a little bit too bland. It has different shadings of brown. You know, I think it could have been done a little bit better, and the fact that you can kind of see through it from the top into the black base, I think it's kind of like a little bit more work could have been done to it. But, you know, if you're seeing it head on, you don't really see that issue. Now you have all these energy blasts coming through the bottom, as if Vegeta just either transformed into the Super Saiyan, or as if the ground is breaking under him due to him blasting into the ground, because you will see the switch out. The energy rays are done really well. They're clear resin, and the tips of the clear resin are red with a hint of orange. And this does have a light up feature. Now, for some reason, my battery on this piece does not work, so we can't really review that, but it is a nice touch. I do like that. And of course, you know, you have these rays coming all around and hugging essentially the base. And some of the rays have rocks that are coming through as if the rays are pushing up the rocks, which is a really nice touch. 2 of my energy rays in the back were broken, but that's okay. You know, that's in the back. I wish I could fix it, but I don't even have the pieces, but Danny, my boy, was very upfront about that. Then moving up, you have the beginning of Vegeta, which you see his boots that are very cartoon accurate. The anime and the manga, you know, you have this nice white tone with some blue shading in the creases, and the tip of the boots is gold with some black lines, and that's exactly what he was, you know. And he has these little creases and black lines in there, etched in there. It looks very like it came from the TV show. Very well done. And as you move up his outfit, you see his blue Under Armour, should you say. It hugs the body tight. You can see his musculature, and Vegeta's one muscular dude. And it has some nice dark blue shading in between where his muscle lines are, and some light blue where his muscles, you know, aren't so prominent. So it's absolutely well done. As you move up, you see the armor, and the armor's beautifully painted, beautifully sculpted, has this really nice solid gold touch, which I really like, and maybe a little bit more gold than what it was in the show, which is really, really cool. And the armor's perfectly represented like it was in the show. And then you have Vegeta moving up, and he has this kind of badass stoic presence, this pose where I'm the guy with the thumb facing him saying, "This is me, hey." And he actually had this pose in the arc. And then you have Vegeta with his ever so faithful luster face, where he's just so full of himself because he is a very, very proud Saiyan, very selfish, thinks he's always the best. I absolutely love the face expression. I love the paint, the eyes, everything, and how the hair is sculpted, how it's painted. It's light oranges, dark yellows, light yellows, then it goes to the tip of the hairs, which is some nice little hints of white airbrushed on there. It's absolutely awesome. Now, the concept of the piece, I think is strong. The base is a little lackluster, but everything else is on point. What I don't like is on the arm that he has the thumb facing him, you can see a very horrible seam line in the back. Now, I don't think that was engineered very well, and the reason for that is because there's a switch out that he holds an energy blast that I'll put in a second, but the seam line in the back is pretty bad. You're not going to see it. From the front, it's a little bit better, but still, I think it could have been done a little bit better. So if you pull it out right here, it's interesting because it has a key and a peg hole, and then you have this switch out, and the seam is not as bad in the back over here. It actually fits better to this arm, so I don't know if this was an afterthought or something like that, or just wasn't engineered right. But then you have this pose where he has the energy blast in his hand, and to tell you the truth, I'm not a huge fan of how the energy blast looks. It looks like I guess you could say a spiky tumbleweed. I don't know. I just would have enjoyed it more without the spike, as if it was just about to explode. It legit looks like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. It looks like a medieval spike ball just with clear resin. I wish it was done in a different manner, where it was just the ball maybe somehow possibly floating in his hand right before the blast. I mean, that's just my take on it. Maybe they could have given us a way to take out the ball, the energy blast, and put a new energy ball in there. But it adds a little bit of contrast to the piece a little bit when the energy blast is there, I would say, in his hand. So I do have to say that it kind of works for it. But I do like the pose of just his thumb in his face saying, "Hey, I'm the guy, I'm the man," because that's what Vegeta is known for. And definitely, I prefer that. But, you know what? Let's get some measurements going. Now, Vegeta is a shorter character in the anime. He's roughly like 5'5" or something like that, maybe 5'6". Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh, but let's see what he measures up to. And he's actually at his highest point, which is the tip of his hair. He's 22 inches tall. His widest points, I would say, is this energy blast. He's about 15 inches wide, and he is exactly 12 inches deep. So I think it's perfectly proportioned, nice scale, and it represents what Vegeta's supposed to be in height-wise. And it pretty much tells a story with doing minimalistic things. So I think they got that done the right way. The paint's on point by Temple Studio. I love the concept. Base could be done a little bit better. The seam line was pretty horrible. I wasn't a huge fan of the seam line, obviously, and nobody's fans of seam lines. But, and it's a pretty heavy piece, you know? And I like the little switch out for the nameplate. I like the COA. I like the light up feature if I could get it to work. That's not their fault, that's just how it came. But I think overall, how many worlds does this conquer? I say 3.5 worlds out of 5 worlds. Definitely an awesome Vegeta piece. Is it the best one? I don't think so. There could be better ones coming, or there is better ones in 1/6 scale. But for right now, I'm very happy with this, and until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share and like. Help the channel grow. We really appreciate it. And conquer your own collection as always. And we got plenty of other reviews coming your way. We got some Hot Toys reviews coming. We got some more Prime 1 statues, some XM statues, some Sideshow statues. We got plenty of stuff coming your way. So stay tuned. Peace.